What's up, YouTube world? It's your boy Halucha Lucha, aka Matthew J. Brownlee, and I'm back with another Raw review. I told you I'm back on the wrestling reviews, even though I'm going to be really sleepy in the morning, but everything's going to be fine. Everything is fine. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share, all that good stuff in the book. And we're talking about Monday Night Raw. I don't have a handy dandy notebook on me because mine's filled out and I'm too poor to buy a notebook. So I'm going to have to steal some paper from somebody, but everything's going to be fine because, I'm going to go from memory. Yay. So, of course, as always, Raw, they did like a little recap of what happened last week. Focusing mostly on Bobby Lashley and destroying Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, and Seth Rollins last week after that steel cage match. So they come out first. Bobby Lashley's clean in that outfit. They just talk about pretty much how they like took them for like Kevin Owens and Kevin Owens and Seth Rollins were like complaining about trying to get a WWE opportunity, and Bobby Lashley hasn't complained. They forgot how destructive he is and all that stuff. And then Kevin Owens comes out and is like, well, nobody wants you in the match. You don't deserve to be in that match. I mean, as much as I don't like Seth Rollins, he earned himself a title match as I earned myself a title match. And so you don't deserve it because you haven't earned anything. So you don't deserve to be in it. We're gonna keep it a triple threat match, and bye bye. Seth Rollins comes out, pretty much says the same thing. He says, "Hey, look, I admire what you do. I admire what you did last week. Hey, I like me some Bobby Lashley, but I agree with Kevin. Like, you don't deserve to be in my match, even though Kevin Owens also doesn't deserve to be in my match." And then Kevin Owens is like, "No, it's our match, our match. Like, my match. It should be a one-on-one. You don't deserve it." And then Big E comes out and says that, calls them clowns, and says that he's beaten Bobby Lashley to win the WWE title when he cashed in, and he's beating him in a steel cage, so it doesn't matter to him. He'll take them all out, take them all on. Sonya and Pierce come out, and they were just pretty much like, "Yeah, we're gonna have a match tonight. Bobby Lashley, if he can beat all three of the all Kevin Owens, Seth Rollins, and Big E, he'll have himself a title opportunity. It'll be a fatal four match, fatal four way at day one instead of a triple threat match." So Bobby Lashley said, "I accept," and the match is on. Then after that, they was backstage with like Matt Riddle and Randy Orton, and it was pretty much going back and forth about being tag team champions and defending the titles, and Riddle was just being silly. That's pretty much how that went. Then they go back to the ring, and I believe they had a match. It was Riddle versus Otis. I would have preferred him versus Chad Gable, but we can all have what we want. This was a solid match. It was a good showing for Otis. Is what I'm sure they wanted it to be. They wanted Otis to look strong because he really hasn't since he's won Money in the Bank, or since he turned heel. So it's good to know that he's they still show how good he is, how dominant he can be, and stuff like that. Riddle's Riddle. He's fantastic in the ring. He makes everybody with him look good, and that's what they need. They need somebody to make him look good, and that's what he did. Otis was in control a lot. Otis had Riddle on the outside, and Chad Gable was kind of trying to walk up to him, and then Randy Orton stood up, and then Gable was like, "Man, I was just joking. I'm all good." Otis was throwing Riddle around. Come back, and Riddle was getting a little bit of offense. He was giving some knee strikes. Was taking him out. He was about to hit the RKO towards the end. Otis reverses it, catches him, power slam, boom. 1, 2, 3. Otis wins, and then Randy Orton comes and tries to attack Otis. He tries to give him an RKO, but instead he like pushes him, and then he hit Gable with the RKO, and then Otis, boom, hold his back elbow to Randy Orton's face. And that's good for Otis, good for Alpha Academy after last week, and hope they keep getting in this contender match because they're really good stuff. um, Next up, it was uh, I'm trying to see if they had a back. I'm trying to remember if they had like a backstage segment because I know there was something. But I know the next match was. I know they did our 24/7 stuff, which was good. I don't even know if that was after this, but I'll just talk about it real quick. Um, Reggie is with Dana Brooke, and they're talking about like, hey, love to help you out as much as I can. Being 24/7 champion. I was 24/7 champion over 100 days, which is crazy. He was like, I just help you out the best as I can, and I think he said he wants to do it over like dinner or something like that. And then like there's like a weird bush and like a snowman, and they're talking. And they looked over. He's like, "What are you guys doing?" And then Truth and Tozawa is just like, "Oh no, we're just nothing, just relaxing, chilling," And they're trying to get Dana Brooke, and then Reggie holds them off, and then Tamina comes, and they're fighting and stuff like that, and Dana Brooke gets away. I think she jumps into the snow, and then Reggie flips over the snow or something like that. And then Tamina told Tozawa and R-Truth to stop it, to stay out of her way. And then they both yelled at each other. Anyways, next up was Doudrop versus Bianca Belair. Bianca Belair had a promo before the match. I thought this match was really good. I think Doudrop had new music. It sounded like she had new music. They also was talking about rumors about her about WWE getting trademarking the name Piper Niven, which was her name in UK, NXT UK, because her UK Indian name, independent name was Viper. Um, which there's a Viper, Randy Orton, so and then WWE with the I don't know, there were, but yeah, Piper Niven. They had a good match. They worked really well together. There's a couple of miscues or whatever like that, but like all in all, it's about at least letting them try to get their wrestling stuff in. Power game from both of them. Doudrop had like a nice. There was like something that Bianca was trying to do, and then Doudrop like reversed it into like a slam thing. That was kind of fire. See if I can see it real quick. Cause that joint was it's kind of clean. I ain't even gonna hold you. I don't remember, but yeah, she had like a nice little slam. She did a couple things. She tried to power slam Doudrop. Doudrop was like no and hit her with it. I think Bianca tried to do like a Hurricanrana, which kind of looks a little bit rough, but they recovered. Um, but in the end, she hit. There was on the top of the turnbuckle. Uh, Bianca hit her with a power slam, which was awesome, and then she hit her with a very nice looking 450 splash for the win. It looked like she had like some Harlem Heat gear, like she made some Harlem Heat gear. Not Harlem Heat, Bam Bam Bigelow gear. It was kind of fire flames because okay. Anyways. So she celebrates, and then out of nowhere, Doudrop just comes from like the back and attacked her. And this isn't over, which is good because Doudrop needs a name change to Piper Niven. She needs to win, and then she needs to, you know, beat her up. She needs to get that title because she's great. Uh, Next up was one of the three matches. I'm gonna skip over that because I'll talk about all that at the end. So I'll just talk about what happened next. Finn Balor and Damian Priest versus the Dirty Dogs. I'm always a fan of when your tag team, who's been a tag team for a while, wins because they're a tag team and they should win. That's what happened here. Solid stuff between Damian Priest and Finn Balor. Damian Priest had a good edge between both of them. At the beginning, he was just dominated both of them, taking them downtown. Um, in the end, though, Finn Balor tags in. He goes crazy, does the flip, Suai Ito flip thing. He does that. That's the good stuff. And then he's about to take out Dolph Ziggler, but then Austin Theory was just randomly chilling at the apron, and then Finn Balor was like, "Where'd you come from?" And then distraction zigzag from Dolph Ziggler, and Finn Balor gets pinned off a distraction from Austin Theory. Remember that time when when Finn Balor, he was NXT champion, he was killing it in NXT, and yeah, remember that time when they reported that Finn Balor was gonna go to Raw, and get treated like a main eventer. Yeah, good times. Uh, I'm waiting for Damian Priest to turn heel so we get Damian Priest versus Finn Balor because that'd be fire. But yeah, Austin Theory's happy. Come back from commercial. Vince McMahon is talking to Apollo and Commander Aziz about whatever. And Austin Theory's like, "Hey, you see that? You see what I did? I beat him up." You said he didn't expect that. And then he was like, "Yeah, give me a second, Apollo." Just let me talk to him. And they went back and forth about expecting things. And he had like an eraser and said it was the most powerful thing. He said with the pencil, but the eraser was important. I don't remember. I don't care. But yeah, the match was fine until that ending happened. Wasn't about that, but uh, it was what it was. It's always good to see yeah the actual team who's been teaming for a while. It's good to see them actually win and not lose. There was a promo with Becky Lynch. She comes out and her gear was fire too, by the way. But she comes out and she talks about how the crowd wanted Liv to win because, of course, they do. Uh, but there was that one. There was the one she talked about the Liv fan who was not happy when she cheated. It was like, yeah, just really mad because she didn't think of it first, and she just goes on. And then Liv Morgan comes out. She tells her to be quiet. She was like, "Hey, all that stuff you're talking, it doesn't really concern me. I don't really care about it. I just This match really just proved that my hard work really does pay off because you're big time backs, you're this and that, but you needed to cheat to beat me. And how about face me in the rematch?" I kind of love that there was like a little Becky girl fan, Becky girl fan, a Becky Lynch fangirl, like back. She's like, "Boo, Becky's better," and every time like Liv would talk, like she was like, "No, Becky." That's hilarious. But she challenged her to another match, and then she was like, "Of course you would want that." It's like, "I beat you." He's like, "You're just mad." He's like, "You're not mad that I beat you. You're mad that you didn't get to do it first." It was like, I just proved to you that you're not on the level. You don't have that instinct that I've been saying that you don't have. And she kept going on and on until Liv comes out and they like fight and stuff like that. So I think the match is made for that. I'm assuming the match was actually made, so that'll be interesting. At day one, I could Becky beat her up, and then she did the thing with her foot, like stomped it on the steps again, like she did last time, and then she got back on the mic and she was like, I guess I accept your challenge, but you're a little injured, so she was like, there's nobody who can beat me. So I'm wondering if they're like gonna bring Asuka back or maybe Bailey or what they're gonna do because it seems like everybody's kind of like doing something. As in, after that, they had gotten. I think there was a match between Rhea Ripley and Zelina Vega, which I think maybe lasted a minute. I think everybody was saying 45 seconds. It wasn't long. Like they were talking, and Nikki was saying to Rhea, was like, "Hey, go out and beat them, beat her, take care of business like you always do, and not like me, who's a mistake." And then Rhea was like, "Hey, stop talking about all that." He's like, "You're the he's like, I like the old Nikki. Where's the old Nikki? The one who beat Charlotte Flair, for cashed it in." And even beat her 1-on-1. She's like, "I haven't even beat her 1-on-1." He's like, "And you did it." He's like, "Where's that Nikki? That's the Nikki I like." who never, who fights back and never gives up and all that good stuff. And she was like, "Hey, thanks for cheering me up. I'll be in your corner no matter what." Um, and they go outside. They go in the ring. Carmella comes out. Corey Graves is going crazy. It's it's the most beautiful woman. Oh, she's great and all the good stuff. And then she introduces Zelina, Queen Zelina. Zelina comes out with oh, I love you all. Oh, you should cheer me because I'm the best. And then they boo her. It's like, oh, so you think, oh, you're no loca. And then she starts speaking like Spanish and stuff like that. And then she was like, oh, I'm so sorry, you peasants. I'm going to dispose of Rhea Ripley like this garbage town in Minnesota or something like that. And then this match, 45 seconds later, it was like a little thing. And then Carmella tried to get up. Nikki tried to get involved, but then Carmella like super kicked Nikki. And then Carmella like ran from Rhea, and then Queen Zelina rolled up Rhea Ripley for the win. That's what happened. After that was Miz TV. I think that's the final thing before all the good stuff. Miz TV came, and then Maryse comes out first, and she was talking about the show, or she was talking about her husband. She said that nobody, and she said that by the looks of things that they can tell that like Minnesota hasn't seen anybody like her because she's beautiful and stuff like that. And she's gonna introduce her to like a man like they've never seen before, and it was obviously her husband. And then the Miz comes out. He talks about how great Maryse looks, and then he talks about inducting like the new inductee in the Hall of Fame for 2022. And obviously, it's himself. He talks about how great he is. Edge comes out. Everybody loves Edge, and then he pretty much says the same thing that he said last week. Was like, look, you can have all these accolades and all this, Hall of Fame and all this stuff that that you deserve. It's like you just need to shut up. You're just ignorant. You're just a butthole. And he pretty much said, again, you deserve to be Hall of Famer, but your mouth, your mouth gets you into trouble. And at day one, I still got some stuff to teach you. And then Miz was like, "Oh, really? You think you think you know me?" Which was funny. And then Edge was, "Ha ha, very funny." He was like, "Yes, I do think I know you. I think you're scared. I think you're insecure. I think you're hiding behind this facade because you weren't supposed to make it." And he was like, "Hey, you said that last week that I didn't teach you anything. Well, you're right. I probably did, but this time I'm gonna teach you a lesson at day one." And then they brawl. Edge gets the upper hand. Boom, execution. And then he's about to spear the Miz, and then Miz pulls Maryse in front of him. And then, of course, obviously, Edge stops, because it's not going to hit Maryse. And then he moves out the way. Boom, Miz kicks Edge in the face. Skull crushing finale. And then Maryse is just like, "Nigga, excuse you?" And she was like, "What?" He was like, "What? This is always what happens. You do the thing, and then I put you in front of." She's like, "No, like, father my kids, and you out here trying to put me in harm's way." Hold that slap to the face. Crazy. And then she was mad. And the crowd cheered. I was like, oh man, Miz ain't getting no buns tonight. He's stressed. No third baby for the Miz. He's sick. So after that, obviously main event stuff. They were backstage, and Seth and Kevin Owens was arguing about this match, and then Pierce was like, "Well, hey, Kevin, since you were the last one to enter this match, you could be the first one to face Bobby Lashley." And then Seth was like, "Oh, are you kidding me?" He's like, "Hey, I can beat him. I go out there and beat him right now. I don't need nobody's help. I'm about to go do it." So he goes out there. They have the match. It was solid. It was good stuff between them two. But Bobby Lashley had gotten Kevin Owens sort of in a hurt lock, but Kevin Owens topped out before he could fully get in the hurt lock, because obviously you want to preserve your strength for the pay-per-view, which they kept saying was going to be a triple threat match, which was hilarious. So yeah, no, that was good stuff. It was solid. It wasn't long. If you would have gave him obviously a longer time, obviously it would have been fire. But it was still good stuff for what they got. Kevin Owens is fantastic. Him and Seth Rollins together is just they killed it tonight. There was a bit where Seth Rollins was getting ready, and Kevin Owens comes out. He was like, "What do you want?" He was like, "Oh yeah, no, I got an idea for how you can beat Bobby Lashley." He was like, Why would I want your help? You literally just lost." He was like, "What? That? No, I got an idea for us." He was like, "No, he literally put you in a hurt block. You tapped before you tapped." He was like, "Yeah, because I'm not trying to get injured before our triple threat match." He was like, "I got an idea for you. It's gonna be great." He was like, "No, I don't want your idea. I'm leaving." He was like, "No, I got it's foolproof print. You should take my if you go out there, because he got MVP, so you need me. I just me and you, and we got this." He was like, "No." I was like, "But the plan, you just going, I gotta, okay." So that match happened. A little bit more offense from Seth Rollins, just a little bit, not a lot. MVP likes to talk. He was getting the upper hand on him from behind a little bit. He tried to do the spot with the on the steel post, because he tried to do that to Kevin Owens, didn't work. Tried to do it to Seth. Seth got out of it. And then almost a 10 count. Lashley got in at 9. A lot of one counts after being injured. A lot of one counts for Bobby Lashley because he's a beast. And then in the end, again, he goes on the outside because he didn't want to get speared. And then Kevin Owens comes out. He taps on Seth Rollins. He turns around, boom, gets decked in the face. And then the ref was just looking at him like, "Dude, really?" Then Kevin Owens just stomps out Seth Rollins. And then the referee calls for the bell, tells Mark Rome, "Hey, disqualification." And MVP's like, "No, but we had nothing to do. They ain't got nothing to do with us." And he called it disqualification. And then their celebrators like, "Yes, we win, yay, woo!" And then Adam Pearce and Sonny Deville was like, "Okay, that was good. I'll give you that one, but not happening. No, no disqualification match. We're restarting. Bring the bell." And then Kevin Owens is like, "Oh, behind you," and he turns around, spear 1, 2, 3, and Bobby Lashley wins again. And Kevin Owens is like, so then they go backstage again, and throughout the both matches, when they was looking, Big E was just going back there. He was just taking notes. He was just going like that. He was looking at the TV like this, going like this, just ripping stuff, just taking notes like that. Just doing that the whole time, which was hilarious. And then he's about to go out, and then they follow. He's like, "Hey, we got a plan. It's a great plan." She was like, I don't want to see it from you. I don't want to do this with you idiots." He's like, "No, but we got a plan. I got a PowerPoint presentation." Kevin Owens said, "I got a PowerPoint presentation. I just want to run it by you." He was like, "We got it foolproof. Don't worry about it. We got you." And then he was like, "No, I'm about to go there alone." He was like, "But we alone. But I got alone. I'm going alone by myself. Out. Don't come. If you want this to be a triple match, don't come out here." So it was a no disqualification match. Good stuff again from these two. This is probably the best match of the night. Yeah. Just Big E and Bobby Lashley. Yeah, just give me some more of that. Put that in my veins. They killed it. Table spots. Give me some tables. Power slams through tables. You're not. Give me some back to belly to back suplexes. What else was in there? Big E did this one spot to Bobby Lashley where Bobby Lashley was like for the first or second commercial break. He was about to throw him on the ring steps, but Big E reversed it, and then he took off the step, and then he power slammed him on it, and that joint looked like it hurt. I ain't gonna hold you. And then of course Seth Rollins and Kevin Owens comes out. They attack Bobby Lashley, and then Big E comes and he attacks them, and then Big E and Kevin Owens is fighting, and then Seth Rollins and Bobby Lashley are fighting. Big E power bombs or power slams Kevin Owens through the table on the outside that Bobby Lashley set up earlier, because Kevin Owens was about to power slam him through it, and then Bobby Lashley spears Kevin Owens through the table. There was a lot of near falls. I don't think there was a big ending. Bobby Lashley did hit the over the head steps thing. He got that, or the ring post thing. He got that one on Big E. Big E got the power, the running power thing on the apron. He got that in. Yeah, it was good stuff. And then Big E goes back in the ring after Bobby Lashley spears him. MVP said, "Oh, hold that." He hit him with the cane in the back of the leg. Spear 1, 2, 3. Bobby Lashley wins. Bobby Lashley is added now. Fatal 4-way, which is good. I like Bobby Lashley. Keeps him involved in it. I wouldn't think that Bobby Lashley would get pinned, so I'm kind of curious to why he was added anyway. I don't know, but it was a solid show. I did not. It's not like I wish that Rhea Ripley versus Zelina was longer because they're really good. So just make the match longer, or just don't have you just don't have the match or something like that. They could have just did a backstage segment where they were going to talk about it. It was going to have a match, but then Zelina and Carmella jumped them and beat them up, and stop them from having the match or something like that, to prolong it for another week or something like that. That'd have been good. There was no Mysterios versus Profits. I guess because I asked. I guess they were both injured. Both the teams were injured, so they didn't have the match. Maybe they'll have it next week. I think I still wanted some. I got my Bobby Lashley Seth Rollins one-on-one match. I got that. That was good stuff. But we'll see what happens next week. I'm interested. Are they gonna replace Liv, or is Asuka or somebody else gonna come back next week and face her at day one, or Liv's gonna make that babyface comeback and face her at day one? Are they gonna change Piper Niven back from Doudrop? They probably want to do that because they released Eva Marie and they don't want their name associated anymore. So we'll see. I wonder if they're gonna get. I don't think we're gonna get a tag team match between Lashley and Owens and Seth and Big E. So I wonder what they're gonna do with that next week. I want to just give me some one-on-ones. Just give me give me a triple threat. Give me Bobby Lashley versus Seth Rollins versus Kevin Owens. Give me that. I'll take that. We'll see what happens. But yeah, that was the show. I would grade it. I'd give it a solid 8 out of 10. Solid 8 out of 10. The first hour was really good. The second and third hour, it was okay. The main event was really good. Miss TV was some good stuff. Becky and Liv, that promo stuff was good stuff. 24/7 stuff, it was what it was. I don't know. You could have just took that stuff out and then just gave me more of another match that wasn't long or something like that. But that was the show. What did you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm out.